Hello everybody, welcome to Bitcoin Daily on a second Christmas day. How you guys doing? We do this Bitcoin Daily every day, Monday to Friday, 9 a.m. Central Time on the dollar because we gotta know what's happening in Bitcoin altcoins. Of course, we haven't had update in a while. It's Monday today. I didn't actually think that I'm gonna do a daily today, so there's that. So but we haven't had an update in a while, so why not just jump on the stream and look a little bit at the charts, see what's happening and stuff like that. Also, we are not waiting 10 minutes with the intro right now. The central plan is here, Garrett is here, Mladen is here, like Anna Marie is here, like all the good guys are here, so we can just start the stream. No reason to wait for the rest, right? So how you guys doing? As you can see on the chart, we got some kind of triangle that maybe we broke out of. Yesterday I actually posted on Twitter, first time in a long time, that just maybe we are on a way to pump. Let's go Twitter up here, TLI crypto, something like that, probably something over here. As you can see here, I need to log in here. It says it looks ready. I think it's time. It looks ready. I think it's time. This I posted like 12 hours ago. I thought it was time, and it was time. It did. The volatility did kick in a little bit, but not that much. Unfortunately. So it started going down here a little bit, and then it pumped big time off of this 50 moving average. You can see these three wicks up here. It's above 10-20 moving average. Had a big move up to 200 moving average. Pulled back right now outside of this triangle, whatever this triangle is. And the question right now is, is this good or bad? Are we gonna dump or not? Somebody in the chat yesterday posted that. Copy, not somebody, but Perms Crypto posted up here that there are 38 million long positions and 94 million short positions. So we could have a nice short squeeze when it comes to this. Is stats from some kind of stats, gmx.io for details up here. I'm a little bit unsure where the stats are from, but it says it starts from 1st September 20. So I'm a little bit unsure, how this is app GMX.io. I'm a little bit unsure where this is from, but there is a lot of short position. That's the point. There is a lot of short position, so it looks good for a short. Now, every time I look at this pattern over here, anytime I look at this, moves up here, it does look bullish, guys. It does look a little bit bullish. It looks, not so much bullish, but optimistic. Optimistic might be a better word for this, what's happening over here. Let's go on another chart up here for a second and just remove everything up here. Now we're just gonna remove everything from this chart over here. Just gonna add moving averages. So this is the fall. Let's go to the daily time frame. Even the daily time frame looks okay-ish. Over here you'll see that once we had this big move towards the upside, we got this bullish engulfing candle up here. This was the first very bullish move up here. Got above the resistance up here. You can see the resistance, where the resistance lies, and right now we have been holding that resistance. Once we came above this resistance, we've been holding that resistance as support up here. You can see these big wicks on downside, these big dojis. Even these doji candles are a little bit bullish, right? So this wasn't the only bullish engulfing candle. We also got a bullish engulfing candle up here, although it's a little bit smaller, so it's not that important. But still we got some kind of bullish. We are getting these bullish candles, and these these dojis with a big long wick on the downside. They are also looking a little bit bullish. Also, you can see here that we did held the 20 moving average up here. Right now we are retesting this 50 that's going very steeply towards us, but I don't know, guys. This it looks okay to me, and there are a lot of these small signs that are telling me right now that this might actually play out in our favor. There might be some kind of some kind of line over here. You can see here we went through that line 3 times right now, and every single time we managed to this time over here we broke some kind of resistance up here. There was definitely some kind of trend line over here, right? And then we went down here. We did not break anything over here with this move, but we did recover immediately back towards upside. And over here right now we did actually break a lot of these these resistances towards the upside, right? So we got not only did we get a big move towards upside up here, bounced off of the 50 moving average, but we bounced off of the 50 and got above 10-20 moving average. I like that. I like when these bounces actually do something, right? I like when these bounces actually get above certain levels, and that shows kind of bullishness, right? And you can see here that this bullishness continued all the way up to the 200 moving average on the 4-hourly time frame. Right now we are pulling back, but maybe we are just pulling back to the support. So maybe we are already out of this. Maybe you're already out of this triangle, and right now we are just retesting that as support. So it might be very, very, bullish move and bullish momentum that's building up. There are other indications that this might be okay. I mean, over here, this is on the weekly time frame. These 10 and 20 moving average are coming very closely to us. We can definitely go a little bit up and then dump on the downside, but it doesn't look bad, and oftentimes when stuff doesn't look that immediately bad, it could actually indicate some kind of bullishness. So this over looks good. There is no divergences on the chart or anything like that. Everything works out nicely up here. We created this pivot point up here. So if we go higher up here than a previous pivot point, there will be no divergence on the chart. Let's go to the 2 weekly time frame just to see if there will be divergence. If we can over here. I mean, this stop up here is very high. You see up here, this stop up here is pivot point very high. So are we gonna assume that this entire thing up here is gonna break towards everything? This 2 weekly chart, 2 week chart still not giving us the bullish cross. Monthly is closing in 4 days. So let's check out monthly a little bit up here. We already have this momentum that's weakening, so we are going towards downside big time for 3 months now, but the momentum is weakening. So this does look like it wants to turn out. Now there is 5 days left, and I said this before, and I think the best the most bullish scenario right now on the monthly time frame that we can actually get in some kind of first indication of some kind of recovery is if we can close around 17,163. If we can close around this number over here, 17,169, we are creating this very, very nice doji at the bottom down here, which might actually start us start us with a dump and then a big pump towards upside, some kind of 20k levels, hopefully maybe even some kind of 19k levels. That'd be very, very good, because there is a lot of resistance up here at the top, over here, give or take, around 94, 99. There is a lot of resistance, but if you can get this doji in next 5 days, slight move towards upside. I mean, it's not gonna be a big move, but slight move, 1.79% in 5 days. I mean, we can definitely do that. If you can get that, we get some kind of first indications of that we might actually pump towards upside. Any other kind of candle, but this is candlestick analysis, and when it comes to candlestick analysis, you gotta look at it with other indications and confluence with other support and resistance level and stuff like that. So candle in itself, it's not that important, but if you got 3-4 other candlestick patterns that are actually playing in your favor, it might actually see. And as I just showed you on a 4-hourly time frame, daily time frame, there are definite indications that we are seeing some bullish momentum, right? So every time price goes down, it recovers very good. We are breaking certain levels even with these slight moves towards upside. So and every dump gets recovered really, really fast. So Christmas miracle, is it coming? Maybe, just maybe, Christmas miracle is coming. So when I see that, so I think when it comes to this monthly close in 5 days, I think 17,173 or something like that, I think that might be actually very, very nice close for Bitcoin. Weekly time frame up here, we are still in a downtrend over here. Doesn't matter how you look at it. I mean, there are 2 lines that are important up here, this one and this one over here. This one might actually be already broken, and we are right now coming above it, but I would like to break these lines. You can see this line has nice confluence with this 20 moving average, which is very, very important. And I think once we get above this line over here, I think a lot of people are gonna go very stupidly bullish immediately towards the upside, and we might see a rally. So as soon as we get above this 20 moving average on the weekly time frame, that's a very good indication that something is nice happening. Over here you see that we already broke the trend. Let me remove the moving averages. This on the weekly time frame. You can see already that we already broke the trend over here. At least if you just use these stops up here. So we broke the trend. We went to retested that. Right now going sideways. Are we gonna pump up here? It does already look bullish, guys. I'm telling you, it looks bullish. I don't want to be too optimistic, because we can definitely dump a little bit early with the stream. We can definitely dump, but it does look bullish. So this 20 moving average up here on the weekly time frame, very, very important level to break. If we can do that, it just might be a Christmas miracle, guys. It just might be a Christmas miracle kicking in. But you can see here, you know, you might already say that we are, you know, breaking certain levels. Let me just do this line over here. We are kind of not breaking yet. Kind of breaking, kind of not breaking. Maybe we just, you know, waiting to test that, because this first week can actually be important as well. Let me just, you know, pull it all the way down there. Maybe we are already above it. It looks like we are already breaking stuff, guys. It looks like we are already breaking stuff over here. The question is how much, and you know, where the real breakout is. But I like when you got, you know, these steep lines are nice, but when you break them, you can still continue down. Now, when you got these, you know, these trend lines that are not that steep on the downside, when they're not that steep, and you break them, you can have a lot bigger moves towards the upside. So you can see right now that this line over here, it's not that steep. It is a legit trend line up here, definitely, you know, confirming something up here as well. But you know, these big pivot points up here, very important. So you can see this trend line over here. If you can get above this 20 moving average, this you know, this trend line is not that steep, so we can have a, you know, pretty decent move up here towards the upside, very fast. You know, and right now, as I showed you also in the start, you know, there is a lot of short positions that can actually get, you know, get liquidated and stopped out, so we might get some kind of, you know, short squeeze towards the upside. You know, we dump down here, there is, you know, might be some kind of correlation pattern, and it does look okay. It does look okay. So this is the biggest, you know, reason I'm actually doing this stream right now, is because I'm a little bit excited. I'm a little bit optimistic and excited. I don't believe in the dump that much, but it can happen, of course. I don't believe in the dump that much. You can see here on the daily time frame that we are still below the moving averages, guys. We're still below the moving average. We're trying to climb up here, but we are not even above, you know, 1969 or anything like that. Can we dump down here? But you can see that, you know, the bullish, you know, we still got these, you know, higher highs up here beside this one, right? But if we measure from this, we get higher highs up here. Also up here, we are getting higher highs. So if you get up here, you get 3 higher highs. Maybe you are creating some kind of expanding, you know, a musical instrument towards the upside up here, where we, you know, go into this range up here and then, you know, explode towards the upside eventually. Who knows what it's creating right now, but it does look like, you know, it is a little bit bullish. It is a little bit bullish. So I'm gonna give you, you know, you guys on a Christmas Eve, I'm gonna give you some coins that might pump. I'm not saying they're gonna pump, not financial advice or anything like that, but they have something a lot of other coins do not have, and that's the weekly divergence. So you can see up here on the Bitcoin, for example. Let me just remove the MACD and this one down here, because we how do I remove this show? Let's see. There we go. Over here, you'll see that Bitcoin doesn't have this divergence on the downside, but there are actually some altcoins that have this divergence on the downside, which is actually quite nice. And let me show you up here the first one. The first one I actually posted in the Telegram chat yesterday, because I was actually looking at this. And the first one is Alice. Where is Alice up here? Alice, who the F is Alice? Who remembers that song, man? Oh, that was a big song. There is Alice up here, 1.14 up here. What you're gonna see here on the weekly time frame is that Alice actually has a bullish divergence up here. I actually saw this yesterday. It's a very nice divergence up here. You can see the price going towards downside. You can see the RSI going towards upside. So Bitcoin, number one, Bitcoin looks optimistic. I'm not saying bullish. It looks optimistic. It has some kind of indication that it might go towards upside. And now there are, you know, there are some coins that have this bullish divergence on the weekly time frame. And I believe that these coins that have bullish divergence on the weekly time frame will actually perform well if Bitcoin can actually go a little bit towards upside. So Alice is one. Which other coins? I think Herbar was another one that I actually checked out yesterday. Where is Herbar up here? Let's just do it like this. Herbar, crypto, Binance, other hash graph. There we go. Herbar also has this divergence on the bottom side. So weekly divergence is huge. You know, huge for any kind of coin. You can see here this is still being on downside. Got this, you know, nice doji down here in the middle. You know, they're definitely, if Bitcoin wants to go towards upside, definitely, you know, some of these coins will perform very well. Herbar, TLM was another one. TLM. And I haven't checked all the coins, right? But, you know, I just look at it, you know, to pick up a couple of coins that might be interesting up here. This actually doesn't have divergence on the downside. Where was I actually looking at TLM? Let me see on my chart. Maybe I was looking at some kind of, because there is no divergence on TLM up here. You can see up here there is no divergence. But why did I post divergence? TLM versus dollar. This is on Binance. Yeah, on Binance it does have. You can see up here on Binance there is divergence. On Binance there is divergence, but whatever we picked up here, it's not the same chart. This is weekly and TLM. Wait, this is weekly. This is US dollar. This is calculated by TradingView. Okay, so you know it might depend a little bit on how you are. Let's check out Alice to see if we are wrong about that. Yeah, Alice definitely has. Alice definitely has this you know bullish divergence up here on the weekly time frame. So there are definitely some coins that are actually looking a little bit pumpy and looking a little bit optimistic right now, and getting this bullish divergence on the weekly time frame. They can definitely perform well. Seems to be I is a good narrative. So as you just saw, you know, I'm a little bit optimistic when it comes to Bitcoin. It looks okay. It doesn't look all that dumpy, although you know it might be that we are still in a downtrend. So we haven't broken, for example, this channel towards upside. Still not broken. Can it dump down? Yes, but you know on the small time frames it does show certain levels of optimism towards upside. Also, this move towards upside might not actually be broken up here. So maybe we're having some kind of triangle up here. Something like this. It's a very steep one, very steep one. Something like this up here, right? Then maybe something like this up over here. Maybe it's just, you know, maybe it created these 2 points up here. Maybe it created these 2 points just to, you know, create a bigger, longer triangle up here. Because oftentimes it does this. You will see some kind of triangle. It will break a little bit up and down of the triangle, then you will get another triangle that's actually longer, right? So this longer triangle right now, if you just, you know, use some kind of meme lines up here on the chart, over here goes all the way up to, you know, 31st of December, again 31st of December, give or take. So, you know, at the end of the year up here, I mean, even this, you know, bigger triangle will break out at the end of the year. I think I said it last time, but, you know, it might be, you know, just that, you know, this move up here is just prolonging this sideways movement. So yeah, so there is that, guys. You know, DXY is not doing much because it's Christmas and stuff like that, and stock market is not doing much. I'm not gonna analyze this too much, but we're gonna look at it maybe tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow we're gonna look at the stock market and DXY. Ethereum, I haven't actually been looking at Ethereum. For some reason, I'm really uninterested in what Ethereum is doing, but let me see up here a little bit. There shouldn't be no divergence up here on the downside. There is no divergence. Everything looks fine. It, you know, it had this, you know, double bottom up here, broke up here to the half. Right now going kind of sideways up here, but it's holding kind of this level. Are we gonna get, you know, another one of these, you know, bar patterns up here? Kind of depends. Bullish engulfing up here, no bullish engulfing, but it managed to get up here. Bullish engulfing up here. Went up here above the resistance, right back down again. Held the support 2 times. We still need a couple of, you know, a little move towards upside for Bitcoin to become bullish, because you can see right now people are optimistic. There are a lot of short positions, and these short positions are piling in, but you know they're kind of getting, you know, wrecked right now because it's not dumping as much as, you know, people are not, you know, people are expecting that, but it's not kind of dumping. Some, you know, I'm slightly optimistic, and if Bitcoin does well, you know, these coins that have, you know, big weekly divergences might play out very nicely, but we gotta wait and see, you know, how that plays out. But first thing first, Bitcoin needs to move above the 20 moving average on the daily time frame. Wasn't daily, on the weekly time frame. What is the weekly time frame? No, it's not. Was daily, 4 hourly. Which line was that? I forgot about it. Yeah, it was the 20 moving average, right? Which, don't make me. What have we been looking at? 1 hourly, 4 hourly, monthly. So it wasn't monthly time frame. What was the line? Yeah, it was the weekly time frame. This is the line. This is the weekly time frame. So it might take a little while. I mean, it's not gonna happen this week. You know, it's not gonna happen this week. They get above this line. But why is this line right now at 18.6? Didn't we say it's 17.1? 17.5? I don't know. You can go back in time. There's some kind of, you know, some kind of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There you go. This is the only, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the only Elliott waves you need. Only Elliott waves. I don't remember where I actually saw the line. Doesn't matter. I'm so forgetful. We gotta get above certain levels. We are not quite there yet. It does look okay on the small time frame, so we're gonna, you know, keep on watching that. So you can chat FET, please. FET. Wow, this pump. Every time people ask me to check things, it does did this thing over here. 100% right now. It looked like it pulled back a little bit right now, you know, holding the support up here above something else over here right now, bouncing off of that. But the big move is already, you know, and on the weekly time frame does look okay, because if you look at up here on the FET, maybe this one up here. Yeah, if you look at FET up here, you know, this downtrend over here looks like it's broken, retested, and right now it's continuing going towards upside. So yeah, it might actually, if you know, it might actually have a nice move towards upside, towards the 50 moving average, because there's not much actually resistance until you get. I mean, there's this thing over here, but you know, this was a resistance on the first move up here. So it might be. Let's put it up here. This is on the weekly time frame, and then you got all of these lines up here, right? Something like this up here. You can see that's all of that is above the 50 moving average. So the first, you know, weekly resistance up here is at 50 moving. So this might take a little bit of time, but you know, that is definitely possible right now for FET. It looks nice. It looks very nice. Hey all, Merry Christmas. Hope you all have been doing good. Anyone trading Arco today? Crazy pump last night on it. Anne-Marie Fitzpatrick in Ireland. Happy Christmas, XRP. How you doing, man? Izam, what's up? Good day, Sputnik. How you doing? Damn, John is in the chat. How's everybody doing? There we go, guys. That's just quick, you know, update on what's happening with Bitcoin. I think it looks okay, you know, but yeah, you know, I might be, you know, a little bit biased, so you know, take that into account. But you know, you'll see. You know, if something happens, there will be streams, there will be trading, there will be stuff going on. If nothing happens, nothing is gonna happen. Then we'll just, you know, go sideways for you know, a while more. Last thing we can check out is actually Bollinger Bands up here, and on the different time frames. So you can see up here that the Bollinger Bands are again squeezing us. So some kind of move is coming. I mean, every time we get these, you know, squeezes, we get some kind of move. But you know, the squeeze up here. The squeezes should, you know, this actually, you know, started pushing us down, but it's kind of holding us. So we are on this, you know, bottom side of the squeeze. When it comes to monthly time frame up here, we were down here at the, you know, right now we are actually expanding towards upside. So I think if we do go towards upside, we might see this squeeze again. Let's see this on the, you know, historical chart on Bitcoin. Just before the big move happened towards the upside, we were at kind of these levels up here, but over here we did not. But you know, the difference is over here we are at the top of the chart and pumped. Over here right now is we're on the bottom chart and pumping, right? And dumping, right? But if it starts going towards the upside up here, this might actually turn around. We might get some kind of, you know, bigger squeeze up here, over here, and then, you know, pop the squeeze towards the upside. I mean, you know, hopium, that might happen. But interesting is that these small time frames right now are at the bottom. I mean, we cannot get squeezed anymore, guys. The thing is, the move is gonna come very, very soon. The move is gonna come very, very soon. It is at the very bottom. All of these charts are, you know, all of these Bollinger Bands are squeezed very tightly. We already know that because we've been going, you know, sideways for a long time. You don't need any kind of indicator to tell you that you are squeezed, but you can see right now how much you are squeezed. I'm too late for Mirror Protocol, I guess. Maybe. So there is that. The move will come, hopefully towards the upside. The coins that have big, you know, divergence, weekly divergences, bullish divergences, divergences might perform well. Nothing is financial advice. Everything is, you know, entertainment. And there's that. Guys, enjoy the last day of Christmas, the second Christmas day. Then we got a, you know, we call the Rumjula. Here in Norway, it's the time between the Christmas and the New Year's Eve. It's called Rumjula. It's very nice. People go and exchange, return gifts back to the shops. You know, a lot of stuff is going on. And then we got, you know, New Year's Eve and stuff like that. So enjoy the rest of the year. In 5 days, we're gonna hopefully get to 2023. That's gonna be a little bit greener than 2022 has been. So there is that, guys. I'll see you around. Enjoy. Bye bye.